Hey students, this week we're going to talk and read all about different types of rules and how sometimes the rules that we follow are different depending on where we are. But wait a minute, what are rules? I have the perfect picture for that word. Rules are something that tells you what you can or can't do, just like when you follow rules in a game. In this picture, the students are at school and they're following the classroom rules. In our classroom, it looks like just like in their classroom, we have a rule about raising our hand when we have a question or something to say. So these students are raising their hand and following the rules of the classroom. Can you think of any types of rules that you might do at home? I know at my house, we're supposed to take our shoes off outside before we come through the door. That's one rule that we have at my house. Maybe you have some other different rules at your house. What about the grocery store? Are the rules different at the grocery store than they are at your house? When you come back to school, you'll notice that we do have some different rules here at school as well. I have another word for you too. This is something we do a lot at school. This word is cooperate. That's a big word. Can you say that one with me? Cooperate. To cooperate is to work with others toward a goal. In this picture, the two boys cooperated to make a clubhouse. So they're working nicely together to get something done. Definitely something we do here at school. And actually something we do all the time in life as well. Can you think of a time when you have cooperated kindly with someone to get something done? Now we get to read our silly story about some dinosaurs and the rules that they follow at school. You guys already know some of the rules that we use for school. For example, when you have a question, we have to raise our hand and wait patiently to be called on. There's all sorts of different types of rules. I wonder what types of rules the dinosaurs will follow at their school. The type of story that we're reading today is called a fantasy. A fantasy is actually a type of fiction. The events that happen in the story are made up. And a lot of times, some things, like animals talking, are not things that will happen in real life. I wonder what I did with that book. It was just here. Whoa. Hello. All right, it's Terry the pterodactyl. Terry delivered our book to us. Let's read the title together. How do dinosaurs go to school? And up here at the top, I see the people that wrote the words in the story. Jane Yolen and Mark Teague are the authors. Pretty cool. Thanks, Terry. What's that? Oh, Terry says that he read this book and he found some words that were a little bit tricky in there. Can you tell me one? Oh yeah, that word is tricky. He says the word roughhouse was confusing to him when he was reading. Yeah, I could see that. Roughhouse means to play hard. What's that? There was another one? Oh, there are two more? Okay, what's the next one? Fidgets. Fidgets means to move around a lot. Does that make sense, Terry? Okay, what's the last word that you found in there that was pretty tricky? Ah, tidies. So when someone tidies something, it means they clean it up. All right, now let's read the story. This type of story is called a fantasy. So the events or things that happen in the story are made up. They're not real. And oftentimes, some events, like animals talking, are not things that would happen in real life. Now, Terry helped us read the title once, but let's read it again. How do dinosaurs go to school? So when we're reading this story, let's think about if the dinosaurs in this story are following the rules or not. Up here at the top, I see our author and illustrator, so the people who wrote the words and made the pictures. Jane Yolen and Mark Teague. All right, are you ready to read and find out if the dinosaurs in this story are following the rules? This is a big book, so I'm gonna back up so we can all see the pictures. All right, how do dinosaurs go to school? Does he drag his long tail? Is he late for the bus? Does he stomp on all 4 feet? Does he make a big fuss? Now, what do you think on each page? You decide. Is the dinosaur following the rules? Let's look on the next page. When he gets to the school, does he roughhouse and punch? Does he make a quick grab for a classmate's packed lunch? What do you think? Following the rules or not following the rules? You can look at the pictures for clues. I don't know, this boy's face does not look very happy. Does he race up the stairs right before the bell? Let's look at the teacher's face. She looks like she's waiting for him to come up the stairs nicely to class. At our school, we never run up the stairs. So on this page, I would probably say that this dinosaur is not following the rules. Does he interrupt class with his own show and tell? Does a dinosaur yell? Looks like up here the dinosaur lost a tooth and he's being a little bit noisy about it. And when in the classroom, plunked down in his chair, does a dinosaur fidget with his tail in the air? What do you think, students? Is that how we should be sitting in a desk at school? The students look like they're sitting nicely, but what about the dinosaur? Let's keep reading. Does he growl during chalk talks or roar out of turn? I see him raising his hand, but he's also opening his mouth at the same time. That's not how we raise our hand. Does he make it too hard for the others to learn? What do you think? If you were trying to concentrate and learn, would a dinosaur beating on a drum distract you? I think it would probably distract me. Does he stir up the classroom by making a noise? So I see the boy trying to use his active listening skills, covering his mouth while the teacher's reading, but the dinosaur's being silly and distracting. What do you think? Is he following the rules? Does he tease all the girls? Does he pick on the boys? No. A dinosaur carefully raises his hand. He helps out his classmates with projects they've planned. Look at this dinosaur now. He's nicely lifting up the girl to put the block on top. What do you think? Is this dinosaur following the rules? At recess, He plays with a number of friends and growls at the bullies till the bullying ends. So a bully is someone who's not being very nice. It looks like this dinosaur is sticking up for the kids who are being nice and playing with other people. What do you think? Is the dinosaur following the rules? He tidies his desk, then he leaps out the door. Good work, little dinosaur. Whoa, can you imagine if we had a dinosaur in our classroom? He's so big. And over here, I see all sorts of different types of dinosaurs doing things that they would do at school. What do you think? Were the dinosaurs in that story cooperating and following the rules? Were there some dinosaurs that were following the rules and some that were not? Let's look at the back cover of our book and see, do we think this dinosaur is following the rules? I see him looking at the teacher as she's reading a book. He's not distracting the other kids. He's sitting down nicely, and he has his hands to himself. This dinosaur is following the rules. What types of rules do you follow at home? And how do following the rules help us? Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.